how is the 2020 games setting a stage for a larger platform of demonstration, especially it being just months before the 2020 election? And Megan, I'll put that question to you.
Well, I think, sports has always been intertwined very intimately with politics, as I personally believe it should. I think we live in a society that glorifies athletes and celebrities, and so insofar as we're going to do that, we have to allow them to be their full selves in that space. I think there's, not just in our country with the political unrest, but across the world, there's a lot happening. I think people are rising up and realizing the power of the collective. So I wouldn't rule out any protesting in Tokyo, that's for sure. I can imagine that there will be there. But I think just with, from my perspective as a woman, I feel like we're kind of a protest or, a cause in and of itself, being a gay female professional athlete, all those things. Some of my teammates have the same things, women of color, women from all over the world. If this is our chance and our opportunity to make a statement and to stand up for what we believe in and to demand ultimately what we have earned and what we deserve, then I see no better place for that than Tokyo.
Well, and you, Megan, just being named Glamour's Woman of the Year, congratulations. I know in your speech you did, pay reference to Colin Kaepernick, just on the topic. And I know that this weekend, Colin Kaepernick, NFL agents were invited to come see him at practice. And I know he has been sort of another leading voice in terms of the marriage between athletics and social movements. So, speaking specifically to this weekend and having recruits come and watch him on the field, do you see that as an actual opportunity to invite him back on the field, or do you see it as more of a possible PR move?
Well, I would be deeply saddened if this is a PR stunt by the NFL to use Colin in that way. I don't see any real need or angle for it to be a PR stunt, especially if the end goal is just to keep him off the field anyways. I'm so happy for Colin. The man is ready. He's been ready. He's stayed ready the entire time. I think we all have so much to owe to him. He was kind of, the man who sort of kicked off this kind of movement that we're in so many ways, with being, as LeBron James says, more than an athlete, and using our voices and using the celebrity that we get and all of the positive attention that we get and leveraging that for good. And I think that's exactly what Colin has done with his Know Your Rights campaign and just the bravery he has shown. So I'm looking forward to having a new favorite NFL team. I'll mostly be a Colin Kaepernick fan, but I will cheer for the team that he's on. Yeah. So hopefully he gets a chance. I can't imagine he's not better than some of these quarterbacks in the league right now.
So whatever team snags him, they've already got one more fan.
They already got one more fan.
And then I know, obviously, closing the gender pay gap, Megan, has been something that you've been a driving force behind. Where do you see that needing to go in 2020 to really close that gap?
Yeah, it needs to go right to equal, and then that'll close the gap. For us, it's pretty simple. I think what we're asking for is what we've already earned. It's what we deserve. I think it's fair and equal under the law. Obviously, there's a particular distance between us and the Federation right now, but with the ruling last week, I have a hunch it's shrinking, and hopefully we'll be able to come to the table and figure out a deal that works best not only for us, but for everyone else, and ultimately, which is, the driving mission of the Federation, and I think the driving mission of what's always been this team is to grow the game and to leave the game in a better place than where we found it. So that's really our mission. I hope we're a lot closer. I don't think anybody wants to go to court. It's a long and arduous process. So if we can get to a deal that's fair and equal, not only for us, but for the next generation, then we're excited to hear that.